Hey gang, AV here. Welcome to my review of the GI Joe Retaliation Firefly from Wave 3.5, I believe. This is aka the Ultimate Firefly. Here he is in the packaging. This is a blister carded figure. You can see the vast majority of his accessories there in the bubble. He comes with an attack drone that fires a missile. As you can see, the attack drone looks just like the Pursuit of Cobra his tank, which is pretty cool. Flip it over. Here we have some product shots on the back there with the his tank drone there on the bottom. It says Firefly is an explosives expert hired by Cobra to create devious devices that cause damage and chaos. His latest creation is an unnamed attack drone that launches a missile when it reaches its target. Oh, it's a, I'm sorry, unmanned attack drone. I was going to say unnamed. It's his tank. But anyway, not much else to say about the packaging. And I already have the figure opened up, so let's have a look at him and all of his glory. Like I said, this is a aka the Ultimate Firefly from the Retaliation line. These figures were a little tough to find at the time. I got lucky and I found all the ones I wanted at Five Below. That's basically where these things all ended up. It was like Five Below and Ollie's and other discount chains. He does come with this instructions sheet, which shows you how to assemble the drone out of the packaging, where the button is to fire it, as well as the fact that it can be worn on his back once you remove the treads, which I will show off in a little bit. But anyway, here is the attack drone. We'll get that out of the way. There's no wheels. The treads obviously do not work. The guns on top do rotate, which is nice. And they are removable. This thing collapses. So you can take them off. You can take the treads off. It's got a back peg here, so you can peg it onto his back. It won't fit with the treads on, unfortunately, but it is a thing that you can do if you want to do it. Options are a good thing. So anyway, here is the attack drone. Let's have a look at the missile and see how powerful it is. It's actually pretty damn good. A hell of a lot better than the rocket launchers for like the zip lines and whatnot. This actually fires, which is not something that you typically see with some of the more modern GI Joe stuff, unfortunately. Still, very cool looking thing. Here is the figure himself, and I've got all of his accessories with him. First and foremost, he has a backpack, which unfortunately doesn't really offer any storage or any other details except for the fact that it has a Cobra symbol there. I just have his shotgun wedged underneath it. But for the most part, it's just a hollow piece of plastic with some nice molded detail, but it's stone hollow on the inside, which is unfortunate, and it's a lost opportunity. They have come out with Fireflies in the past that have had some very extensive storage and sculpts on the backpacks. The fact that they gave him a pretty generic one is a little disappointing, I'll be honest. He comes with this shotgun here, which has a decent sculpt on it. No added painted detail, unfortunately, but still, it's a pretty nice looking weapon. Okay, he has this other gun here, and I really am not sure what type of gun this is. If you know, let me know in the comments section. It's like a laser pistol or something. And it's got this funky side handle. I'm not sure what that's meant for. It definitely looks like it's meant to be held at the back here. I don't know. Not really a huge fan of it, frankly. He comes with two knives. One of them he's holding right now, and unfortunately there is no storage for this one. It's unpainted. The other knife is here in his boot. It's not too bad. Pretty much identical to the other one. And he also comes with a removable pistol here, which is in his holster. Not too bad with there. Last but not least, he comes with a figure stand, and unlike other GI Joe figure stands, this is made from the generic dog tag style that Duke from the Rise of Cobra line came with. But there's no name, there's no further detail or anything on this. It has a copyright 2009 Hasbro. Single foot peg. I mean, it gives you a way to stand the figure on the shelf, which is always good, but it's the least impressive of all the figure stands that they've come out with, unfortunately. But the figure itself more than makes up for it, in my opinion. Here is the sculpt and style of the figure. He does have a very subtle camo paint job, which I think is very nice. He comes with a molded on explosive device there on his leg. Very cool. I like the open collar look on him too. That's nice. Cobra emblem there on his chest and another one here on his arm. Cool looking figure. Alright, so his head is on a ball joint. It will do a full 360, not hindered by his collar at all. He can't really look up. He can't really look down. Just the sculpt of his neck, unfortunately. It actually isn't being hindered by his collar either. It's just his neck. It's a little too fat for his head to move on it. Arms can flatten out, as you can see. They can also do a full 360. They can go up about this high. There's nothing at the bicep. Arms can hyperextend down a little bit as well as flatten out. Do a 90-degree bend. Full 360-degree rotation at the elbow. Hands, full 360-degree rotation, as well as the coveted ringe hinge, which allows him to point his hand up and down. He does have a diaphragm joint, which offers a decent range of motion up there, as you can see. Although it's always a little funky on the Joes. It doesn't quite want to go. There we go. Usually gets stuck in one area. Legs can go up about this high. Back about that far. He can do the splits about like that. Double jointed knees. Take his heel back about that far. Ankles. Full 360-degree rotation. He can point his toes down all the way. Point his toes up pretty far too. Decent articulation on him. Great sculpt. I do like the subtle paint work for his camo and whatnot. I think it turned out really nice on this guy. Let's get him standing up for some size comparison. Alright. Angle the camera a little bit. Here he is next to a vintage GI Joe figure, version 1 Snake Eyes. As you can see, Firefly is noticeably taller. Same can be said for the vintage collection Luke Skywalker, who's always on the shorter side. Here he is next to a Boss Fight Studio blank. Scales very well with him. Here he is next to a Marvel Universe Captain America figure, who's a little bit taller, but that's to be expected. And last but not least, we have a Master Chief from the Worlds of Halo line, and who, believe it or not, is a 1/18 scale figure, despite being 5 inches tall. So anyway, this has been my review of the Ultimate Firefly from the Retaliation line. He was in the 3.5 assortment wave. Pretty hard to find at the time, but I'm damn glad I got him. If you find them at a reasonable price, I do recommend that you pick one up for yourself. If you like this video, check out my channel. If you like what you see there, then please subscribe. As always, thanks for watching.